The Data Capture Manager has approved beneficiaries as well as the business plan that we have captured in Step 2 and Step 3. We now move on to project progress. This step relates to working days as well as training days per beneficiary. We can therefore assume that the project has already begun and the beneficiaries are already working on the project. We now need to report on the days worked on the project to date. The data capture will do this on a monthly basis until the project is complete. There are several ways in which you can update the working days for beneficiaries. The first would be to select a beneficiary and press the Update Working Days per beneficiary. This will view a pop-up window which will allow you to select the year as well as the month for the beneficiary. You can then type in the amount of working days that the beneficiary has worked for, as well as the wage rate, which is pre-populated based on the business plan capture information. You can then tally up the total days that have been worked and paid for the beneficiary, and then the amount. Furthermore, you are able to provide training days as well as the days they were paid when they went on training. Another way would be to update the working days for all beneficiaries. You would then choose the year and select the month and press Next. You are then able to change the working days for that specific month per beneficiary. Another way would be to use the Import Working Days functionality. This is similar to the bulk beneficiary upload, where you would have to download the most updated version of Working Day template and complete the Excel spreadsheet and then upload it using this functionality. For this project, I'm going to demonstrate the Import Working Days upload. But before that, I would like to highlight the fact that for every project, you are able to update the beneficiary list with either a new beneficiary or remove a beneficiary from an existing project. The reasons for updating this would be that, let's say for the third month of the project, a new beneficiary was added to the project. You would therefore click this and the new beneficiary pop-up would open, which we have seen before. You are either able to search for a person already existing in the database or create a new beneficiary, filling in these details. Another way would be if a beneficiary is no longer present on the project because of unforeseen circumstances. This would mean that you would select the beneficiary and edit him. You are able to make the beneficiary active or inactive. Inactive would mean that the beneficiary no longer works on the project. I am now going to demonstrate Import Working Days. We therefore have to go back to the landing page and download the template. As I said earlier, there's a beneficiary upload template and a working day template. In this exercise, we are going to look at the working day upload. I will now download the template. This template is very similar to the beneficiary upload template. However, the only requirements is the ID number per beneficiary, the month that they worked, the year that this project falls under, the number of days that were worked, the wage rate, the amount of total days they worked for that month, and the amount paid for that month per beneficiary. Also the training days and the days they weren't paid for training. I've already completed the information for the month of June for this specific project based on the simplified form that I had available to me. Therefore, I'm going to go back into my project and complete the beneficiary upload. Therefore, I'm going to go into project progress and import the working days for the month of June. If I'm satisfied with the file I've chosen, I can click the import button. I can verify that the information I've provided is correct. When I'm satisfied, I can then click the accept button. A pop-up will display telling me whether the import was successful or not. In this case, it has been successfully imported. I can now view expenditure. The expenditure relates to all the months of the project. It is split into quarters. In this case, there are 6 quarters for this project. I have updated information for the month of May, which is still waiting for approval. Just now we updated the working days for the month of June. If you are satisfied with the information you have captured for the actual spend based on the working days for that month, you are able to submit this month for approval to the Data Capture Manager. Be aware that you should only press submit if you are fully satisfied that you have updated all the working days and actual spend for that month. If you are unsure, do not press submit, because once you have pressed submit, you are unable to edit this information. As I am happy with the information I have provided, I am going to submit this to the Data Capture Manager for approval. For each quarter, once you have completed the monthly progress for all the working days per beneficiary, you are then able to submit all the months and finally submit the quarter for review. The Data Capture Manager will then approve each quarter in order to complete quarterly reporting for EPWP projects.